ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Edey out there with Filipowski. Then there's Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in at the point. All right, Coach, we're headed down the home stretch here. What's the mindset across the league?
Well, it all depends on where you are, Brian, in the race. If you're in playoff contention, then you've got a natural motivator, and that's where you're focused. If you're a team that's out of the postseason picture, you're probably already thinking ahead to next year.
1, 2, 3. Cancun. Claxton with a rebound. Melton with the ball. Fox picks him up. Melton against Fox. Melton attacking. The shot's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Vassell. And it's Fox missing. Pass to Melton. Rebound San Antonio. Vassell right side. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The defender did everything he could, but Vassell has the agility to get it to fall despite the foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
The line for the Spurs, Devin Vassell. One shot.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Well, a strong off guard. Vassell gives you a little of everything offensively. A key player for this team.
Now here's Melton. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
A nice shot by Filipowski.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
Pass to Melton. Back to Thomas. 4-3. The rebound by Edey. For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Down low. And Vassell, the bucket on the assist by Castle. Vassell's got 5 now.
Now, those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
Here's Melton. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Fox. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Melton passes to Claxton. Here's Castle. Thomas defends. Castle misses. Thomas up top. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup. Thomas has got his second basket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's Markkanen, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And it's blocked.
Nicholas Claxton.
And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Puts it up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Vassell's got his third basket on the night right there. Nets trail by 4. Johnson on the wing. He's covered by Fox. Johnson passes to Johnson. Gets the 3 to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10.
Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Johnson. Here's Thomas. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Castle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Brooklyn calls timeout. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Wilson's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Larry Markkanen. And it's Martin in for Thomas. Here's Wilson. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Here's Watford. Smith with the rebound.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
We've got 1:23 left in the first. Johnson against DiVincenzo. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
San Antonio on D. It's a 5-point game. From deep, Johnson.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
To the inside, Castle. And it's Martin with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Nets trail by 5. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The kick out to Johnson. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Spurs have gone 8 for 14 from the floor. It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, this is Johnson at his best. When he's attacking the rim, he's tough to contain.
The Nets have got 6 of 14 in so far. Johnson inside. DiVincenzo covering. And again, it's the Nets missing. Spurs lead by 7. Here's Bassi. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Now here's Williams. Still no points. Martin outside. Looking to win the run. Can't hit that one. Devin Vassell has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the floor for Brooklyn, D'Anthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. Then it's Williams, then it's Trendon Watford, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Jackson can't get it to go.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Here's Williams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Nets also making a change. Johnson, he's checked in for Watford. And he sinks the second. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. And Brooklyn with possession here. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Back to Melton. Melton on the wing. Takes the 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. San Antonio leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Melton passes to Claxton. Back to Melton. That shot off. Good work defensively by Fox. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, with the way he moves, Vassell can be so deceptive with these shots, and he did well to draw the foul there.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Vassell. Edie's checked in for Jackson. And the Nets also making a change. Markkanen's checked in for Williams. So he gets them both. And here's Johnson, coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. Pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. To the middle. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Spurs lead by 10. For 3, DiVincenzo. And can't get it to go, now 1 of 2.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Thomas outside. Melton passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Johnson's got 5.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Filipowski. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Melton against Fox. Here's Melton. Pass to Markkanen from behind the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Filipowski. It's guarded by Markkanen. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Nets trail by 10. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Vassell. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And Fox powers it home.
And getting that break going, Vassell using his length and quick hands to his favor.
Timeout called. Brooklyn defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they found some decent looks. The shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Johnson, still without a bucket. And it's rejected. Fox feeling it out a bit. And it's Martin with the rebound.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Now here's Johnson. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
That free throw, no good. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Watford's checked in for Johnson. Wilson, no good. San Antonio leading by 13. Fox, the pass to Bassie. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
I love watching Fox distribute the ball, knowing it's part of his role to involve his teammates.
Now here's Johnson. No made baskets yet. Inside to end the run. Markkanen misses.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Next foul, Jalen Wilson. First personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 22 left in the first half. Fox outside. It's stolen by Johnson.
Well, that's just a great feel for where the ball was going. He got himself in the right place and made the steal.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Martin pass to Watford.
Zaire Williams.
Pass to Wilson. Williams on the wing. Watford outside. Now Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Got it from about 16 feet. Spurs lead by 13. Here's Vassell. The quick look, no good that time. Williams against Vassell. Watford the pass to Johnson. Here's Wilson. Pass to Watford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Jalen Smith.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the Spurs with some changes. Jackson comes in for Bassie. And it's Johnson in for Fox. He hits the 2nd from the line.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
To the paint. Here's Jackson. Here's Smith. Soft touch off the glass.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 14. Looking ahead, they've got the Warriors coming to town for their next game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Zaire Williams at the line for 2.
And Williams drops them both. Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so the San Antonio Spurs going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They were getting after it on the glass. Like, wow, they got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this league. They won the hard and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep up.
Kenny, what's your take on Brooklyn so far?
They didn't shoot the ball very well, and that's because they didn't have any flow on offense. I'd expect the coaching staff to make some adjustments in the locker room. They need to draw up some plays to get a good offensive rhythm.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Devin Vassell, he's been playing really well.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Nets trail by 12. They've got De'Aaron Fox. Filipowski out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Edey, and it's Castle in a two-guard. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Misses off the right iron.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star.
It's his first trip to the line. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Now here's Melton. Thomas, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Melton, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Markkanen. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Yep, that one goes.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
Floats one. Castle misses. Nets trail by 7. Thomas outside. Over Castle. It's tipped. Back come the Spurs in transition. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox. Pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
The Nets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Markkanen finds Claxton. And here's Thomas from the arc. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on.
Wow!
Yeah, just a vicious slam from Castle. You know, I have a feeling we'll see a few more of those over the next few years.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Melton outside. Pass to Thomas. And the shot goes down. Thomas has got 11.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Here's Filipowski, averaging around 6 a game. Passy, good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And the Nets with possession here. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Melton misses.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Pass to Thomas. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
And yep, it's good.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now Melton. Pass to Johnson.
San Antonio foul.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Spurs. Williams passes to Watford. Back to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Johnson with it. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Johnson. There's 1:54 left in the third. Pass to Filipowski. Up top, Johnson. Watford covering. Filipowski for three. Brooklyn pulls it in. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. The shot by Johnson, no good. Nets trail by 12. It's Williams, high post. He's got 5. Pass to Wilson. To the middle. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Smith, he's checked in for San Antonio. Jackson comes in for Fox. Here's Johnson. There's the drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Nets trail by 14. Martin outside. Pass to Wilson. The kick out to Johnson. He shoots over DiVincenzo. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Williams against Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, you still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so it's San Antonio in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets as we get the 4th quarter going. Trendon Watford is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Williams. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Now here's Johnson. Johnson with it. Back to Johnson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on G.G. Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Markkanen's checked in for Brooklyn. Melton comes in for Johnson. It's Markkanen on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. Markkanen, the pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Pass to Vassell. Here's Edey. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Williams off the drive. Melton passes to Williams. And he makes it on the layup.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Vassell. Here he goes.
Yeah, things are really clicking for Vassell on offense. And he's going to keep attacking until it stops working.
Now here's Williams. Kicks it out to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. From deep, Melton. San Antonio with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Castle. Over Williams. Here's Smith. Uses the glass on the layup.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, look, their lack of effort is exactly why they're behind. Just look at how they're getting bullied on the glass right now.
Here's Melton. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Here's Williams. The rebound by Edey. San Antonio leading by 16. For 3, DiVincenzo. Here's Castle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And the Spurs with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Smith. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
Nets trail by 19. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Melton finds Thomas. Here's Claxton. No good off the back of the rim.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Castle. Thomas defends. Castle misses. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. Filipowski, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Team foul. Now into the lineup.
On defense, the Spurs. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. Fox against Melton. Just 5 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Down low. Here's Johnson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Johnson plays with a lot of physicality. He doesn't just take contact, he seeks it out.
For San Antonio, Keldon Johnson. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And Johnson drops them both.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
Williams, second shot opportunity. Rebound by San Antonio. Edey's got 7 rebounds in the game. Castle for 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And the Nets call time here. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
The Nets have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. Pass to Thomas. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this 4th quarter.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, the rebounding battle tells the story. There's a big gap between them right now.
Fast break, Brooklyn. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, Stan, you coach some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Brooklyn. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 12-4 run.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Fox against Melton. And he can't bank that one in. Nets trail by 20. Here's Thomas. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Here's Filipowski. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Markkanen outside. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And no question this was a team effort. But you have to love how big a night this was for Stephon Castle.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
He can't hit that time. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on an 18-6 run to the inside. Yep, count it.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
And Brooklyn with possession here. The Spurs making their last shot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Nets, Anthony Melton. 2 shots.
And Melton drops them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Jackson. Good D by Watford. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
There's Jackson with the three, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.